thank you for this very important debate. I've always felt that successful nations implement any policy after conducting a thorough cost-benefit analysis. And I'm afraid, in my opinion, the costs of E20 blending far outweigh its benefits. India's E20 policy, according to me, is hurting 80% of vehicle owners. It is hurting our water resource, our soil, our environment, and it is helping the farmer middleman and the sugar and the liquor lobby. Let me explain briefly with only facts. Number one, first, common sense. India consumes 800 million liters of imported fuel every day. The claimed benefit of E20, saving 25 million liters of imported fuel daily, is far smaller than the 27 million liters, with some reports claiming up to 95 million liters wasted every single day due to potholed roads, idling, and traffic mismanagement. So if we use E20, we save 25 million liters of fuel. If we repair our roads and manage our traffic, we save up to 95 million liters of fuel. And if we match China's oil displacement through switching to EV, we save 150 million liters of fuel every day. This is common sense. Why is it missing amongst the policymakers? Fixing existing waste and loopholes and displacing oil through EV would save way more fuel without causing catastrophic harm to our environment. Talking of which, number two, and this is the real scary cost. Producing 1 liter of ethanol takes 3,000 liters of water, placing massive strain on India's already scarce groundwater and arable land. Sugarcane and paddy already consume 70% of India's irrigation water. We should be drastically reducing our sugarcane production and not increasing it. India produces 500 billion kilograms of sugarcane every year. This takes up to 120 trillion liters of irrigation water. 25% of all water India uses for irrigation. This is crazy. Our water availability per capita has reduced 50% in the last 40 years. From 3,000 cubic meters to 1,400 cubic meters, and yet to placate the farmers, we keep on growing water-guzzling crops like sugarcane. In Maharashtra, sugarcane takes up to 7% of arable land, but 75% of irrigation water. Sugarcane is also a fertilizer-intensive crop, taking up to 10% of India's fertilizer use. 200 kilogram of NPK per hectare. Increasing pest resistance also means that it requires tens of thousands of tons of pesticide spraying. Worryingly, sugarcane cultivation releasing nitrous oxide, that is 300 times more harmful greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. Bottom line, sugarcane cultivation is causing catastrophic damage to India's water, soil and environment, and E20 is legitimizing its cultivation. Currently, 10% of sugarcane production is being used for E20 use. It is slated to become 55% of sugarcane production by 2030. This is beyond calamitous. It is anti-national. Number three, because ethanol gives less energy than pure hydrocarbon petrol, there is a 4 to 7% drop in fuel efficiency for E20 compatible vehicles and higher for non-compatible vehicles that comprise 80% of all Indian vehicles. So, in addition to possibilities of engine corrosion, there would be a drop in mileage. Number four, E20 has a hydroxy group that loves to bond with water. It readily absorbs moisture from air during storage. Ethanol bound to water separates from petrol, forming two layers. This can clog filters, damage fuel pumps, corrode metal parts, leading to reduced performance. 5. Do not overlook the psychological impact of E20. Leave aside the issue of adulteration, which would go unchecked. Anything goes wrong with your vehicle and the mechanic will blame it on E20 even if it's not responsible. There also remain conflict of interest questions regarding implementation context. So honestly, 30 seconds, Rahul. The policy appears driven by the need to placate sugarcane farmers for political reasons rather than clear national benefit. Politicians will win, India will lose. Therefore, a logical approach is to offer consumers a choice and reserve mandatory ethanol blending only for genuine emergencies, not as a permanent nationwide rule. The bedrock for economic progress is choice, not control or coercion.